Hello friends, welcome back to my fitness and nutrition journey. For the last 11 weeks, I've been working with a personal trainer, and I like to check in each week and talk about my progress on all the goals that I'm tracking and just talk about my experience with working with a personal trainer. So let's get into it. As usual, I did not have a problem with my hydration goals. It's not an issue. Sleep, I've tracked for 6 out of the 7 days so far, and 5 of those days I've got my 9.5 hours. So sleep is still an issue in terms of I'm getting plenty of sleep. It's just the quality of sleep and also being able to wake up when I want to. So I've been on amitriptyline for over a month now. So West and I have been talking about it, and the neurologist had said I could consider taking extra melatonin, and I have been, and it helps a little bit, but it's not wonderful. Or she also said I could increase my dose of the amitriptyline, which I don't really want to, but it's looking like that might be the next thing we'll try. But I haven't yet done it yet, because the idea of changing dosing on medicine right in the middle of a holiday doesn't sound appealing. So we'll see. So sleep quality is still not great. Waking up is still not great, but I am getting the sleep I need. I did rest on Sunday, and tomorrow morning I will weigh in. I did weigh myself every day this week. I don't like doing that because I can get caught up in the numbers. But of course, I did see that my weight does fluctuate day to day. You know, I've been 203-ish, give or take. So it definitely fluctuates. Exercise, I've been able to do all the exercises until today. Today I was scheduled for Pilates and cardio, and my gut was really bothering me, and the whole thought of doing crunches and a lot of ab work was not appealing at all. And so I went for an extra long walk, and I switched my schedule around in the app to say I'll do the Pilates plus the cardio on Thursday. So we'll see how that goes. Nutrition, well, in journaling, I've been able to do most days. Today was one day I didn't really want to, so I spent time just writing encouragement cards to people. I had wanted to increase my steps in light of the holiday season. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I was able to get the 7,000, and I decided I'm not going to ask that of myself on Saturday and Sunday because I don't have other exercise goals on the weekend, so I just let myself not worry about it. Yesterday, I did not get my 7,000, and when the evening rolled around, I was just like, I'm not going to push myself. I'm finding I didn't think it was really a big change to say, hey, I'm going to increase my step goal on top of everything else I was doing. But evidently it is a big enough change, because by the time the weekend rolled around, I was exhausted, like physically exhausted. So I think I'm going to just have to play it by ear and listen to my body. And if it's not up to it, then don't push it, because I don't want to get to the point where I'm so exhausted that I can't do anything, much less anything extra. So another goal I had was to increase my fiber, and I'd have to pay for the paid version of this app to find out what my average has been for a while. But I went back and looked at different things for a little bit, and it seemed like on average I was getting 22, and so I said let's try for 30. So like Thursday it was 28, 31, 28, 25, and 21. So there's definitely a range of times. My whole thing is I want to help my digestion continue to move along as I'm increasing the protein. And this last week was really difficult that way. I don't know how much is TMI to go into, but it was a struggle. And I also have to remind myself that when you're dealing with fiber, you don't want to go crazy and increasing the dosage really, really fast, because your body can actually do the opposite of what you want it to do. Even though I'm like, well, I'm taking the fiber with the water, so it shouldn't be a problem, but it's still a change. So I don't think that's going to be an instant, okay, I'm done. I got my goals done with that. I think that's going to be a goal that might take some time to work into. In terms of nutrition, let's see. The lowest I've done has been 1587, and the highest so far has been 1697. And this is actually the very first week that I have tracked every single day. And there's not been a no track day, which I think is fine, because next week there'll probably be three days I can't track. So you can think of it, if I track everything this week, and then the week after Thanksgiving I track everything, then the days I wouldn't have tracked on those other 2 weeks can be kind of combined into here. I don't know. It's dieting math. I don't know. But I think I've done pretty good on my nutrition goals. There have been some days that I've definitely fallen short of my protein goal. And that was like one of the days where I was out and about and I knew I couldn't plan perfectly for the day. And so I grabbed a protein bar, and when I eat a protein bar, I don't get nearly as much protein as when I have a protein shake. But I don't want to have to keep track of the shake all day long and keep track of it and make sure it was still cold and not spilling and all that sort of thing. It's just easier to carry a bar. Now, West loves Quest bars, and they give you 20 protein, so that would be a better option, but Quest bars sometimes agree with me, sometimes don't, because it's definitely dairy based. So I don't mind an occasional Quest bar, but I don't want to rely on them. I continued doing the weightlifting because I'm now into that Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I enjoy it. And I still don't enjoy the full body exercises like the squats and the push-ups because they're very difficult and very challenging. But I have to tell myself to give myself some grace, and we're going to work into it, and we're going to just improve each time. Because like she was saying, oh, you can do the kneeling push-ups. I can't even do that. So I've gone to doing push-ups on a wall, and even that is challenging for me. So I figure start where you are, and they can move on from there. So this is my official last time posting before Thanksgiving. So I pray that you have a wonderful time with your family, with lots of friends and family around, and lots of giving thanks and remembering the blessings in your life. Like I've said, I'm doing as much as I can to prepare for the holiday season in terms of bringing food that I can eat and planning to eat in moderation. But at the end of the day, the whole point is to spend time with family and enjoy ourselves. And I have to tell myself 3 days out of the entire year is not going to be a big deal. Next month is going to be more challenging because it seems like every time I turn around, somebody adds in, oh, here's another party we're going to go to. It seems like every week we have at least one party to attend, which is wonderful. That means that we're part of community and we're connecting with other people. But it is challenging when you're trying to lose weight. But I also say if it's spaced out enough like that, then I think I can handle it because I've been in the habit of having at least one day I don't track. So we will see. All I can do is take it one day at a time and one mouthful at a time, if you can say it that way. So I have, like I've said, I've tried to adjust goals. I've tried to increase things to accommodate for the holidays. But I also have to listen to my body and say, am I pushing myself too much? Am I expecting too much out of myself? And once again, come back to grace. Have some grace with myself because I can't change what's happened for over years in a matter of days or weeks. It's going to take a little bit longer. So, I did spend some time just reflecting over things I've learned in other non-weight related victories or lessons I've taken so far from working with a trainer. And I can definitely say, even though the scale's not moving, my clothes are changing. So somehow my body is changing, and hopefully eventually the scale will agree. So until next time, I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and feel free to like and subscribe.